Hey, how are you? I hope everyone's doing great tonight. This is the Hello Honeycomb round. Hopefully you're in my cutout group and you've already seen this. I just posted a little bit ago. This is the project we're going to do tonight, okay? So we're going to use some chalk paste to paint. I think y'all are going to love this one. Okay, so come hang out for a little bit and let's get this thing going. So this is all the little pieces right here. I have some white paint here. I'm just going to use a little makeup sponge. I think I might need to do this though. I need to add a little bit of water to this. This paint is getting to the bottom of the barrel. And let me see. Of course I cannot, here we go. Trying to find a little stir stick. Okay, so I try to shake this up really good every time I use it, and then it gets on the lid, and that works great. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Joni. Welcome, ladies. You can comment the word honey to get the link for this project. Let me just spray a little bit of water. So this is just plain chalk paint that I'm using here. It is just a little bit thick, so I'm just adding a little bit of water to it. See if I can't thin it out some. And of course, I dipped my makeup sponge into water before I started, y'all. It's starting to storm outside. I love a good thunderstorm now that I live in a brick house, and I'm not so scared of being like blown away. So really excited. I think after this, I might go sit outside on the porch for a few minutes if I can go out there and enjoy the storm. I do still have to get ready to go tomorrow to Galveston. Y'all have packed nothing. I've done nothing to get ready. And I would like to be out of here by like 10 o'clock. So, I mean, I have time in the morning. All I gotta do is just throw some clothes in a bag and go, right? I don't have to do really anything other than that. I'm taking my crock pot with me. Hi, Lucretia. How are you, love? Welcome. Welcome to my page. Thanks for hanging out. Taking a crock pot because we're going to do taco night tomorrow night for the group. And so we'll use that to make queso in. Just makes it so much easier, especially for a crowd, you know? So we'll do that. So I told them I'll bring my crock pot. I'm also bringing an ice chest. And on the way up there, or down there, I guess it is, I'm going to stop and buy some drinks, like sodas and stuff like that. So I got to find a grocery store along the way. But I think we're going to have so much fun, y'all. I can't wait to hang out with my friends. All right. So I'm just painting one layer first to start. And then I'm going to do all of my little flowers. And then there's some little leaf pieces here that I'm going to do green, but they also have like the base for the flowers attached. So we're going to have to do these leaves green and white. I do like to paint every single layer so that it just looks cleaner, especially if something happens and I don't glue it perfectly. And speaking of that, let me pull this sucker out, and what I have, I don't know, oh man, I need my glue, my other glue, but I think this might work. These pieces are probably big enough for my hot glue gun. All right, so just getting these all painted up. I'll probably go over this one more time at least. Okay, so now on this part with the flower and the leaf, I'm gonna do the white first and get that completely finished. And then I'll come back and do the green with the paintbrush so that I can be a little bit more, I guess, delicate with it, okay? And now I'm just thinking about this. I don't actually need to do the bottom layers, I don't have to paint them again, okay? I definitely want to paint the hello really nicely and get a really good, nice layer of paint on here so that it's really, really bright white. And the flowers too, the top layer of the flowers. I need a little more water, so I'm just sticking that right into I have a nasty little cup that I use for my, for my brushes and stuff. It's clean-ish. I don't like wash it with soap, but it has a paint ring around it because I am really bad about cleaning my tools until it's overflowing. Hi Sylvia, how are you, love? Welcome. So you can comment the word honey to get all the supplies to make this. This is the round that we're making tonight, okay? And I am using a little makeup sponge. So I buy these on Amazon in bulk, and whenever you comment the keyword, you'll get my Amazon link that you can go check out all my favorite stuff. And I have these little makeup sponges in my Amazon storefront where you can go pick up some for yourself, okay? They come in at like a big pack, okay? I don't want you to be deluded and think that you're gonna get just a few little makeup sponges. You're gonna get a huge pack of them. But what I do is I have this little like clear Tupperware that I just dump them into there, and then I just grab some every time I need them. And then what I do is I use one and then I just let it sit. Like this is the one I used the other night. See that? It's got paint on it. And then I'll let it dry. I just set it on my desk here, let it dry, and then the next day or next time I want to use one, I take it and I just trim that paint right off. I'm doing great. So nice to see you. I just trim that part off, and then I use it again. And I do that probably at least 3 times. Okay, so you get maximum use out of these, and they work really great to paint these cutouts. And then if you notice, I'm using an ink mat to paint my stuff on. So this comes from my Chalk Couture store, okay, from my website. And they're sticky, right? So instead of using a piece of cardboard and tape, I just stick my cutouts on here and I paint them, and then the paint dries and I can keep reusing it over and over again, and it stays really sticky because the ink mats are sticky. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. But yeah, if you comment the word honey, you'll get the link to get the supplies that I'm using tonight. Get this cut out and make your own honeycomb round. All right, let's see. Hi, Lori, how are ya? Okay, so now I think I'm about ready. I am gonna hold this paint out in this color tray, just in case if I decide that I need to. I'm gonna close this because this paint is so already getting dried up and I don't want it to get worse. Okay, so we're gonna go on to the green. Let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, I didn't pull out. I thought I had a paintbrush out for this, but we're using this chalk paint. It is it's that Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. It's like an aqua color. I love this color. And just this brush that I got in that little paint set the other night, and I am loving these brushes, y'all. They're great. I was shocked. You know, it's funny. It's the cheapest brushes that I always end up liking the most. Like the ones at Dollar Tree are by far the best small brushes I've ever had. Like the little bitty ones. They're so good. They don't shed. And they come like 3 to a pack for $1.25, and you can't beat that. Okay? Especially since I don't take great care of my brushes. Like I said, I leave them in the cup sometimes for days and try to forget they exist in here dirty. Like tonight, I knew that I had to wash them before I did my live, so I was in there just a few minutes ago washing a whole ton of brushes. Chris was very confused because usually I clean my stuff after my live. Yeah, it's an acrylic paint. It just dries matte. And I just like the chalk. So this chalk paint is acrylic, okay? This other, the white that I used, is also acrylic. The other paint that we're going to use, and I'll show you in just a second, the yellow and the black that we're going to use is actually chalk paste, okay? It is different. It is from my Chalk Couture shop, okay? And it is fully washable. It's not acrylic paint. Kid-friendly, pet-friendly, non-toxic, all that good stuff. And if you get that yellow or black paint that we're going to use on you, no need to worry because it's completely washable, okay? I've had many nights where I've flung chalk paste all over myself, got it all over me on my clothes and everything else, and it comes right out in the wash. But yeah, what I'm using currently is just acrylic paint. And I love this folk art paint. I love it so much. It has such good coverage. But so does the chalk paste. And I really love painting with it because I've got so many different colors. And I don't have to have a ton of colors in in bottles. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. So anyway, that's what's up. And if you comment the keyword, you will also get the link to my cutout VIP group. So I have a laser and it cuts wood. It cuts all kinds of stuff, but mainly I use it to cut wood. Y'all, I'm sorry, but it's all of a sudden warm in here. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? Let's see if I can throw my hair up with it being so much shorter. Yeah, I can. Look at that. Just tie it in a knot. Okay, so I think we're good here. And I think I want to do one more layer with this white. I think I do. Now, I might actually switch to a brush because this paint is so thick. It's like, ugh. It's nasty thick, okay? I need to add more water to it, my goodness. You know, I've got a new bottle of this paint, this white paint over there. And I'm the worst, okay? I want to use this bottle all the way up. And I'm sure all of you are the same. That I can't stand to just toss it. It's still good. It just needs a little bit of TLC, okay? But I find it to be ridiculous because, come on. I've gotten my use out of it, I think. But I can't bring myself to throw it away, okay? It's still got paint in it. Even if the lid doesn't close properly, and it just acts silly whenever I'm trying to close and open it, and I have a jar opener in my desk drawer over here, just to open that bottle of paint, okay? Specifically, this one bottle that I struggle every time I need to open it. But I don't want to throw it away. It's like my little paint friend, you know? So anywho, yeah, I have problems. Mainly hoarding problems. If you looked at this craft room, you would be like, oh my goodness, Pammy. It's a lot. My cousin came over the other day to come see our new house, and she walked in here and she was like, oh my gosh, you have so much stuff, so much craft stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, hello. I do a live every night, my friend. I have a ton of stuff. Okay. Now, I do want to just go over these one more time. I can't bear to leave them with just one little pesky layer of paint on them. Let's get that one more time. Okay. I want to say we're good, but then I look again and I'm like, I don't know. Okay. Let's let this simmer and see what we have once it's dry. Now, I guess I'm going to have to dry these because I need to use my ink mat for the round and the bee and everything else for this project. So let's get this thing dry. at least, where we can at least pick it up. And it will air dry the rest of the way, but this green color, oh man, I'm loving that green color. Look how pretty that is. Y'all, this is going to be so cute. I hope you stick around with me and comment the word honey to get the link for this project. Now I'm going to have to find somewhere else to start stacking these cutouts. It's like cutout Jenga over here. Alright. It's the folk art home decor, okay? And it's called Grotto. It's so pretty. I think I bought it from Michael's. I want to say I bought like a whole set of different colors. It had like blue and some other ones in it. Okay, so here's my round. It's great, right? So we're going to do this yellow. Okay, I have bumblebee paste here that I already mixed up. And I added some water to it, so it should be pretty decent consistency. Hopefully I don't have too much water here. And as previously mentioned, my brush is wet because I just got done washing all my brushes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a couple layers here. And I might actually use a sponge. My goodness, I can't even think. On the honeycomb part, okay? Now that I'm looking at this again, I'm wondering if I need to do the word hello in black instead of white. Thinking I might. Hi Sue, how are ya? Welcome. So I'm just spraying this with water, and I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of this paste, and I'm just gonna dab. Okay. Try not to stick your finger in the paint, okay? That's the first step to painting like an adult. But again, this chalk paste is non-toxic, completely kid-friendly. So if you do get it all over you or your kid gets it all over them, totally safe, okay? It's no biggie. All right. It makes it much easier than a brush to paint stuff like this like grid, with one of these makeup sponges, I tell you. So much easier. And for some reason, I can never find these makeup sponges in the stores. I've looked at Walmart, looked at Target, even looked like at CVS and Walgreens. Only place I can ever find them anymore is on Amazon or like online somewhere. So they are just plain, like, let me see if I can find one that's not full of paint. Actually, it's just those triangle ones. It's the ones that we used to use in high school to put foundation on with, to pile foundation on our faces with, okay? If you remember the late 90s, early 2000s, these makeup sponges were what we used, and you could find them, like a pack of 20 of them or whatever at the store easily, but they just don't have them anymore because they've gone to those other ones, the little, whatever they're even called, I don't even know, the little round ones, you know, or they're fancy and they've got like a flat side on them, so it'll help you blend on wherever, on your eyes or under eyes or whatever. Yeah, these are just makeup wedges, super inexpensive. Like I said, I bought them like in a huge multi-pack. I think it was like a 50 or 100 pack of them. Because I use them all the time. So if you paint a lot of stuff, these little makeup sponges are it. Okay, so I definitely want to go another layer on this, but I think it's doing pretty good. No, I haven't, Phyllis. But that's a nice idea. And you know, I don't know if you would get a real smooth consistency in paint from a kitchen sponge, but you know, I remember whenever I was a kid, my mom sponge painted the walls and pretty much all the rooms downstairs in our house. Sure, I don't see why not. They're just like the foam. Give it a try. I mean, if they're cheap, you could probably even find some at Dollar Tree that would work. And really, you can wash them too. I do end up washing some of mine because I'll accidentally stick them in my water cup. And so I will wash those. But I try not to. I try to just set them on my desk and let them dry and just cut the end off of it because it makes it so easy. And then, because if you wash it, the paint like smears into the sponge. And if you let it just dry, it literally dries flat like that. I mean, and then you just cut that part off. And then it's like free. I mean, free. It's like a clean, brand new little sponge. Did you go on a hunt for them, Sue? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bet you couldn't find them. My mom has said she can't find them either. You know, I was wondering if it was just a, like, location thing because I was living in Tennessee for quite a while. Things are different there. I'm in Texas now, and I haven't seen them here either. And I look, every time I go into, like, a Walmart or Target or whatever, I always swing by the makeup aisle and just see if I see them, you know, because you never know what you're going to find if you don't look. You'll never know. All right. Hi, Mary. How are you, love? Welcome. So you can comment the word honey to get the link to this super cute round, y'all. It is 14 inches. And you can hang it. You can just do it as a leaner. You can put it on a little stand. However you want to do it. It's totally up to you. And I mean, it's a honeycomb with holes in it. So you don't have to put a hole in it or anything in order to hang it, which I love. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I don't want to water this down too much, but I didn't mix this paste up super well, so let's see. All right. So today I have been working on, today and yesterday after I got off work, I've been working on making a Facebook shop, like with some little bundles that I have available of like some retired transfers with their corresponding cutouts for all seasons. And I'm currently making my way through the list, but I actually, if you go over to my page and click on shop, you will see a bunch of little A-size transfers, with corresponding cutouts that you can order right from Facebook. And I will pack them up and ship them right to you. So I thought that feature was pretty cool, and I've got a ton of inventory that I would like to get out of here. And if I don't show anyone, then no one's gonna see it, of course. And I do have, did you? That's exciting. I love new surfaces. I do have a live sale scheduled for my inventory, for chalk inventory, coming up. So this weekend I'm going out of town with some of my chalk friends, okay, to Galveston. We're getting a beach house. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week, as soon as I get back, I'm going to turn around and leave to go out of town on a work trip for my day job. And then, so once I get back from that, we are going to have a live sale. And it's been a hot minute since I moved and all that good stuff. So I have inventory that I need to show you. All kinds of stuff. Yes, absolutely, Sylvia. And if you want to, you can order them from that link that you received in your messages if you commented on that mini pack thing. Or you can just send me a message and tell me how many you want, sorry. And I can invoice you for them, or you can order from that link, and you can order as many as you like from that link, okay? All right, so I think this looks pretty darn good. And I need to dry it, so let me see if I can balance that over there. And we're going to, I love Goodwill. It is so great for surfaces, so good for surfaces. Any thrift store really is so good because you can find so much stuff. Oh my gosh, y'all, I thought I had a yellow paint mark on my shirt from the reflection, but I think it was like a smiley face or something on someone's comment. It scared me for a second, but this paste is washable, so if I did get yellow paste on me, it's not that big of a deal. It just startled me. Anywho, yeah, Goodwill is awesome for surfaces, and I love looking for like glass dishes and stuff there, like Pyrex dishes and things like that, because you can do an etching project on glass with our transfers, and it works so good. I've actually, whenever I moved, we left most of our dishes and stuff for the buyers because they requested that we leave everything. There's that. Okay, I think it's bright enough too. And the pretty much only baking dishes that I brought with me were the ones that were the Pyrex ones that I had done on my lives. So I do think, I know I painted this white a minute ago, and I went through great pains to do that, but you know what, let's see. I think that white might kick on here, actually. What do you think? Should we paint it black? This white, hello? Or leave it white? You tell me in the comments. We're gonna do these bees really quick. So this is a layered bee. Let me just show you. The flowers that we painted a second ago and the greenery go on here. Okay, and the bee is layered. White? Okay, good. I'll leave it white then. And again, we're going to use a little makeup sponge for the black on the bee. And then I might use a little bit of both for the other bee, okay? But like I said, the ones with the holes in them like this really work best with the makeup sponge. I'm telling you, you won't get a bunch of paint into the little cracks and crevices and holes. And it just makes it so much cleaner and easier and neater to paint with one of these little sponges, or any kind of little sponge that you can find. And we're gonna have to try a kitchen sponge and see how that goes. But I'm also thinking, like on a round, it would look really cool to sponge paint, you know? And do like a solid color in the background and then sponge paint like they did in the 90s. Okay. There's a little bit of yellow that's right there that I don't want to get mixed in with this black. And I'm just realizing that I shouldn't have painted those flowers black and my greenery, but I have several layers of greenery and flowers, so hopefully that won't be a problem. We're gonna go for it. It's fine. It's fine. It will be fine. And this bottom bee, the one with more solid pieces, Does not have to be perfectly painted, okay? One layer will suffice for it because it's going to be underneath this one, okay? So, and you could get really crafty with this, and I didn't even think about that until just now. You could paint the bottom layer yellow so that your bee has some stripes, but, you know, I always come up with these ideas as I'm doing it. But if you want to try that, that would be really neat. Okay, so I think my bee is good. This one at least. I want to go one more layer on the other one. And then we can put some yellow dots on the flowers and start piecing this thing together. And I'm going to show you this goes together so simply. I pulled it out of the laser earlier. Well, I was setting it up to cut, first of all, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why are there so many pieces? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hi, Tina. How are you, love? Welcome. So, yeah, I was getting real frustrated because I'm like, why are there a million pieces? Okay, and then once I pull it off the laser, so I'm just going to take this ink mat and I'm going to set it right over there, okay, and transfer some of this stuff. I'll probably put that over there too. In that, oh, you know what? Let's see. Let's do a little switcheroo here. And my gosh, I have paint all over me. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. How are you, love? Sorry I didn't see your message. Anywho, yeah, so I'm like, why are there so many pieces? This is too much. I don't like it at all. And then I pull it off and I start putting it together and it's like, oh, the little light bulb went off. And then I understood what was happening here. So it may seem like a bunch of pieces, but it's really not that bad, okay? Now there are what appears to be 4 little flowers. And these flowers, you will notice once you get this, I know it's hard to see it, okay? You can't see it, like, even at a little bit. There's a little round circle on here, though, okay? It is scored to help you paint. And I'm just going to take a little bit of yellow paint. And get right in there, okay? And this is why I wanted to do white flowers and have them be bright white so that my yellow would really pop, okay? And then I won't have to do a bunch of layers. And again, I'm using Bumblebee chalk paste. And the black that I used was black velvet chalk paste, and then just regular chalk paint for the white and the green. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna storm or not, y'all. It's been like thundering out there a lot, but I think it sounds a lot scarier than it actually is. Because it doesn't even sound like it's raining. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Okay. So there's my little flowers with the yellow centers. Okay. I don't know why this light in here is so darn bright, but it is. Okay. Let us move some of this stuff out of the way. I have baby wipes here. Well, it's wonderful to see you on here. No, I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Sue. I missed it. I've been crazy busy today. I had an all-day meeting today. Again, this is the second day in a row. And they're actually having another one tomorrow, but I'm off tomorrow. Thank goodness, because all-day meetings are the pits. Okay? Luckily, I get to just call into it, and I didn't have to go sit in the office for it. Oh yeah, this is so cute. But it's been a lot. Okay, so I'm just using hot glue. Now, I would probably, oh, you know what I could do instead? I forgot, I have that Eileen's glue. That's what we'll use instead for the little pieces, okay? For the big pieces, it's not a big deal. Use hot glue. But for the little ones, this stuff works amazing, okay? It's just that tacky glue. Works great. And apparently it works for fabric too. Look how cute that's coming out. Okay, so let's start to work on this little bee. Now, I'm gonna have to remember how he goes together, but it's pretty easy. Like the leaves have this like little cutout, and once you get all of this, you'll kind of see how it all goes together, okay? Now I am going to, before I start gluing and all that stuff, I'm gonna just try to start kind of putting this down dry, okay? So that I can get an idea of where everything goes, make sure everything's in the right place, just like just now I had to relayer that. And you know, that makes me wonder if that one doesn't go on. Hold on, let's see. Maybe not. I think I might be losing it. Yeah, this one definitely goes on first. But it's layered so that it'll like stack up. And then we're going to, let's see. I'm missing something here. I don't know what I'm missing, but I feel like I am. Maybe not. I might just be losing it. Okay, here we go. You know, it takes a minute sometimes. All right. And then this little... Oh, and I just realized that's a little stem on there, you know? Let's see if we can't, real quick, like, get my green paint out again. And just get our little stems. And I don't know if this one, if you can see the stem. Once it's covered, I didn't notice it just now, but just gonna quickly, and then we can just dry that real quick. And it takes nothing to pay attention to detail, you know? All right. And then, luckily, I cleaned all my brushes earlier, or else I might be in a pickle right now and not have any clean brushes to use, or not have enough. Oh no, Sue. Yeah, so that's always a struggle for me too. In fact, I have bought some of the best artwork for my house at the thrift store. I actually had this one, so at my old house, before I ever moved to Tennessee, I had like this, I don't know what happened, but it started out with one tree photo, like a painting or an actual landscape tree photo, and turned into every tree picture or painting that I came across, I fell in love with and just had to have. I don't know why. And so pretty soon, I had so many tree photos, y'all, in my house. My entire house was nothing but like tree paintings, tree pictures everywhere, okay? And one of them I had found at Goodwill, and it was nice. It had a nice frame. Because sometimes, you know, I'll find something and I'll love the frame, or I'll love the whatever's in the frame, but I'll hate the frame. But everything was perfect with this one. And I ended up getting it and hanging it right in my house immediately. So I just love Goodwill. Okay, and I think I'm missing one piece because I'm pretty sure that one, whale, I guess we're only gonna do, maybe we'll find it, but I don't know where. All right, so now this is all ready to go, okay? And we can just begin wherever. And I like to do a layer at a time. But I don't know if we should stack this one up. If we should start from the bottom layer. I'm thinking we might need to, because of the way that this bee kind of shifts around a little bit. But now that we're certain on where everything goes, I think we're safe. And this tacky glue is really good. It kind of lets you move stuff around just as slightly. And it dries clear. So I'm just gonna go kind of over all this stuff on the wings here, up here. Make sure I get his antenna. And make sure it's lined up perfectly. And get it pressed in, okay? And then we'll start with these. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, fun. I love that. Hi, Alma. How are you, love? Thank you for joining me tonight. I think I might need to switch to this other side, let this simmer a little bit, because I've done a lot over here with this one set of leaves and flower. Let that kind of chill for a second and get this one glued. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. I think you're gonna like this bee thing we're making. Well, I'm so excited to see my girlfriends. We're gonna have so much fun. And we're staying right on the beach in this awesome beach house. It's gonna be a great time. I absolutely cannot wait. With like some of my best friends in the world too, seriously. I don't know how I got so lucky coming across these women. So they're on our team, on my team, not my team, but like our greater team, right? But I have become so close to these women, just like, it's amazing to me that our friendships, that I found so many friends, not only you guys, that are so much like me, but also my chalk sisters. So if you ever wondered if you could find a place to fit in, you absolutely can. Because, you know, I always thought I was kind of a weird girl and like, never really had a lot of women friends until now. And now I have more women friends than I've ever had in my whole life. And then all of my viewers that come and hang out with me, I've got people across the country that I feel like I know better than a lot of people that I've known in my life, like actually known and hung out with. Okay. So we're almost to our last little flower, and I do highly, highly recommend that you set this all out, okay? So that you know exactly what you're doing before you get that glue out. Because I don't want you to regret gluing something in the wrong place. But look at that little bee. And again, that glue will dry clear, okay? It won't stay white, thank goodness. And I think we're gonna put this little bee right over here. I'm gonna kind of put him up a little bit, okay? So that, let me show you. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna just, oh God. Let's see, how does this go? Okay, so the bottom right here, I want to maybe use this as a leaner instead of putting a hanger on it. So I want to make sure and that I keep the bottom clear, okay? So I don't want to have anything hanging over the bottom is what I'm trying to say, and not saying it very well, all right? Now, I'm going to have a lot of glue that's not touching anything because this background is holy. Okay, but I'm just going to give it my all. I'm going to try not to overload this thing with glue because I don't want to get glue all over me or all over my mat, okay? But again, keeping all that in mind, I'm going to just set it right there and try my best to not get glue all over the stinking place, okay? Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. So I won't be live for a couple of days. I probably will go live from the beach, I'm sure. I feel certain of that. I might even have a little project to do, I don't know. But I don't plan on it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try and go down there and relax and not have a stressful time because next week I have to go to town for work and boo-hoo. Look how stinking cute this is. I know you love it. So you can comment the word honey to get all of the stuff to make this. All you gotta do is bring your own paint or chalk paste or whatever, a couple little tools, and have the time of your life. Aren't these so cute? Isn't this so cute? I think this is absolutely perfect. I'm loving it. I gotta find somewhere for it to go, but I want it to be a leaner. I don't want to hang it, I don't think, but I could easily add a hanger right here. Maybe like one that's like this so that it's even in the center. Isn't it super cute? Anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. I love you all so much. You can order this anytime. And don't forget, make sure whenever you get that link in your messages that you go check your message requests if you've never messaged with me before. Sign up for notifications so that you know whenever I go live. And plus, all my links are there. You can go shop my cutout site and see all the cutouts that I have. Join my cutout VIP group. And go check out my Amazon shop. There's tons of craft stuff, tons of everyday stuff. After buying this house, we have replaced so much stuff, and I found some really awesome little organization things and other things like that. So have a great night. We'll talk soon. See ya.